I'm home for the weekend and I am making a quick video to tell some of you what you have wanted to know. How is it that I came to be co-owner of Dance Forever Dance Studio? So once upon a time, what feels like a lifetime, long ago, little Cathy graduated from college and she went to work for a Fortune 100 company. She wanted to pay for her college loans, and she wanted to set some money aside for a rainy day. And in that job, she learned many things. And probably the most important thing was how much she enjoyed being of service to others. The more job promotions she had, the less job satisfaction she had. And that lack of feeling of being of service to others was something that was missing from her life. So she decided to resign and leave the corporate world. And she decided that she didn't have a plan B. She was going to take some time off to decide what her career pivot would be. During that time, she ended up RVing for several years. She ended up becoming a caregiver for her grandmother who had had a stroke. And after that time, she started working part-time when a friend called. What started as a part-time job with 10 hours turned to 12 to 15 and felt like being on call 24/7. So after that, she had started taking a Pilates exercise class, which she did for about a dozen years, and her Pilates instructor had started taking ballroom dance classes. So when that person let her know that they were moving out of town, she knew she had to find something to do that was athletic, and she hates exercise. So exercise can feel like a chore, but learning to dance is something that's fun. It doesn't feel like a chore. So she thought if her instructor liked it, that she might like it too. And she ended up then mentioning to a friend who was an old coworker at that Fortune 100 company that she was going to look into taking dance lessons. That friend happened to be getting a pedicure someplace where her current business partner works. And what happened next was she got invited to a dance exhibition. And a dance exhibition seemed to be something that one would go watch. And so watching didn't sound very threatening. She accepted that invitation, and that's where she met her current business partner. She worked with her current business partner for about a year and a half. They ended up parting ways. But sometimes life keeps putting the same people and situations back in front of you. So what first happened was she ended up talking with some other fellow dance students when she started her first dance lesson. Maybe 6 months into their dancing, people were toying with the idea of how fun it would be to end up owning a dance studio. It seemed like something that was funny, just a little joke, a little fun idea to entertain. And then after that, there was an opportunity from another studio owner that was letting her know about a turnkey opportunity, a studio that was open. It had been a dress studio, a dress boutique. Previous to the dress boutique, it had been a dance studio. So it was basically turnkey. All you had to do was sign the lease. Everything was ready to go. But she just was feeling a little bit maybe non-trusting of this idea, didn't really understand what other people were seeing in her yet. And so she passed on that opportunity. And then a third opportunity came where her current dance partner was recommending that she end up taking on the role of marketing for a new studio that was opening. And this still sounded so crazy, peculiar. She couldn't figure out why other people who had more experience than her, who she thought were better qualified than her, were not seizing this opportunity. And so she passed on it again. But when the fourth opportunity presented itself, a fellow student had called. mentioned that they wanted to open a business and that they wanted her as a business partner, she said, "Let me stay with this a little bit longer." And that was how Dance Forever Dance Studio was born. So let me know what else you might be interested in learning.